I have no clue what the fuck that noise is, but it's really annoying. Okay, go ahead and drop some cards down. First thing out I see is the Three of Wands and options. But it follows with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as Emperor, Magician, and Ten of Pentacles all in the reverse. To me, that shows me that whatever it is that you think you want to have come into fruition is more than likely not what the divine wants for you. And it's probably not happening easily either. You have options, and the divine wants you to take the healthier of the two. Some of you might feel like you have more than two options, I feel like, but you really don't. So it looks like for whoever I'm speaking to, if you do go ahead and take this option that is not being supported by people in the 3D, basically, that you know of. Even if I'm usually villain blood, and I usually will say that they can GTYS. But actually, it's very heavily present that for all of us, and I've been saying this, I say it all the time. I'm not somebody who's going to pretend like the bad stuff doesn't make a big difference when we do it. It really does. And anything in our lives that carries dark-sided energy, it will not come into fruition. And some of you guys might even lose money trying to make it happen. You will not be making money with it. So the Queen of Pentacles is coming up in the reverse here, which tells me that even if you do make a couple bucks here and there, you're ultimately going to pay a big, big price for messing around with something that you shouldn't be. You have the Emperor in the reverse, so again, just dark-sided energy. Magician in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So Ten of Pentacles is happy home, happy family. It's everything that's good for you is actually coming up in the reverse. So you're focused on money, I see, but it's coming up from dark energy. You have options. You're thinking about turning your back on everything that loves you. I would have said everything that you love, but I don't really know that you love yourself even at this time. I don't feel like I felt like you said you loved anything when I said everyone that loves you. And that's something that you need to take a look at is, are you sure that nobody is in your life that is there right now? Are you sure that they feel the way that you think that they feel about you? A lot of times we actually self-sabotage and we make ourselves believe that people dislike us and they want us to be so much different that we actually tell ourselves that there's no possible way we could actually make that relationship work, and we actually give ourselves the reason that we wanted the whole time to dip out or to end it. So think about that. If you're somebody who might self-sabotage, that's been coming up as a new lesson for me recently, and I definitely feel like I definitely do that for sure. So if you're somebody who gets these great opportunities, or you get a lot of people that want to be dating you or seeing you or meet up with you, or that you get a lot of invites, this is good. And I feel like a lot of you guys are taking these invitations, and some of you guys are even held up and stuck up emotionally and mentally on somebody from your past that's no longer in your life today. I do see here that whoever I'm speaking to, you need money really badly, and that is what's motivating you to act the way that you are. It's all right, beautiful. I hope you have a great day. I said my pool was full of water last night, and now it's empty. I was just wondering if somebody maybe poked it. Poked. Empty. Empty. So I do see here that whoever I'm speaking to, you need money. You have the Ace of Cups here. And that is why your Pentacle card is really just not working out for you. And it's been coming up all month, maybe 2 months even. The reason why your Pentacles are not really working out that great for some of you guys is because we're meant to actually be family people. Meaning we're supposed to be possibly even the one who stays at home and cares for the whole family, cooks, cleans, nurtures, make sure that their appointments are made, their education is on task. And you're trying to be the breadwinner. And you're somebody who actually registers as a cup, not a pentacle. Cups are love. Pentacles, money. Wands is about physical attraction or physical success. You could be a water sign, but even if you're not, you're just somebody who has a great heart. You're somebody that would make a big difference in a home with somebody's children or in somebody's life. And you're somebody who would help children, if they were in that home, become amazing. And you, by putting yourself second, and other people's needs before yours, it's a curse and a blessing. And some of you guys have been wondering in your heads, like, if it's really been worth it much anymore for you. And I forgot my brush downstairs. But yeah, you're just basically wondering if it's really worth your time anymore. Well, you know that answer, actually. Already, you don't need time to figure that out. How you know if it's worth it or if it's equally reciprocated would be plain and simply looking at the matter. Who in your life gives back to you when you give to them? It says you also have the Sun in the reverse. So that tells me that you're not happy with whatever you're investing your time into also. Make sure you have your to-do list taken care of. There's plenty that we have to get done. And when you don't know what to do what you can do. Even more so, do what you have to do. There's always something to be done. So use your time wisely during this time, because things are going to change very quickly for all of us very soon. The changes are going to vary between good or bad, and it's not necessarily because of your actions or choices. It's because it's the next chapter, and you're going to have to deal with whatever that chapter is as a light worker. But I can tell you that pretty much the time that you've been spending on anybody who doesn't make you feel positive inside, it's done. And if you choose to continue to hang out with these people or do more for these people, you're going to get sin punishment. If you have basically like realizations with your higher power and within yourself, you're like, dude, that person, they're rude to me. And then you accept it and you let them be rude again, that's a sin. Even if you don't do nothing wrong, it's our responsibility to say, don't treat me like that, and make sure that they learn the lesson they came to learn that day. Being quiet and letting people walk all over you, it's not a thing anymore. And being too loud and bossy and telling everybody else what to do, it's also not a thing anymore. It's time to let each other balance each other out. And the rowdy ones are going to calm down, and the quiet ones are going to tone it up a little bit. And together we're going to create that balance that's been missing. We've been doing way too much over here, way too little over here, way too much, little, much, little. You know, it's not balanced. And anybody who thinks that somebody else can do the work because they don't feel like doing it, they're going to be expected to get up and do their share. And those of you who do more than your share, you're going to be expected to learn how to relax.